We begin with a developing story. Gunfire broke out in Mova this afternoon, leaving 2 teenagers dead at the hands of the police. The latest police shootings occurred around 4:15 this afternoon when officers of the Interagency Task Force and the Northeastern Division Task Force were responding to reports of a shooting at Wallace Road, Chinapoo, Mova. Officers say they were fired upon when they arrived on the scene and there was an exchange of gunfire. 2 persons were hit. They were taken to Port of Spain General Hospital where they were pronounced dead on arrival. The 2 have been identified, 16-year-old Hakeem Alexander and 15-year-old Tevin Alexander. Hakeem represented Trinidad and Tobago in Crifta in 2013, winning bronze in the 300-meter event. Relatives say the youngsters were running from a man who was shooting at them when they ran into the officers who ended their lives. Tevin's mother, Lisa Alexander, said the boys surrendered. However, residents countered claims of the boys' innocence, stating they were part of a quartet who had been terrorizing a man. Our reporter Peter Christopher is in the field and he'll bring us more on this story a little later on in the newscast. Even as more calls are being issued for investigation into police brutality, police officers ask for understanding and support from the populace. CNews spoke this evening to the heads of the Police Service Social and Welfare Association in light of the increasing number of police shootings. The association acknowledges that the reputation of local police is taking a beating.
The perception that is being painted right now is that policemen are trigger happy. There's a thirst for blood by policemen, and we want to debunk that because that is not the perception that should pervade society at this point in time. Because what you have is situational policing, and that policemen are responding to issues that face them at the moment. And
we have been calling on the public continuously that balance their emotions and recognize the overriding responsibility that police officers have on a daily basis and the sacrifices that they continue to make. And the association, we stand behind our police officers, and yes, we maintain a position that we will not resist due process. And if police officers are found wanting, we accept the rule of law in that particular category.
The officers maintain that due process must and will be followed, but they need to keep police officers' morale up.
We are calling our members to ensure that these callings in relation to inquiries into the shootings does not deter police officers from carrying out their duty. We are in a very difficult time when it comes to fighting crime in Trinidad and Tobago, and it seems that at times the public is forgetting, and the agencies who are supervising the police service are forgetting that the firearm remains the #1 choice of weapon for the criminal element out there. And they are not mindful of the number of civilians who are falling victim to violent crimes in Trinidad and Tobago.
There remains some tension between the association and the Police Complaints Authority that has come to be associated with the investigations into claims of excessive force. The association believes the authority has lost its remit.
But when you have a situation where persons are making those type of statements, you have policemen who will withdraw and they act timid. And when you do that, what that does is put their lives in jeopardy and put the lives of the citizens in jeopardy. And I say that now because of the ensuing political climate that is about to commence. It is a dangerous road, and we ask them to just, try to patch